everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another Honkai story reaction. Today we are watching the new special program for version 1.3, which also includes the new 5-star characters Imbibitor Lunae and Xuan, two of my favorite characters in the game. I have a lot of favorite characters in like every game, I guess. But yeah, I really like them. Like the story part with Imbibitor Lunae in version 1.2 was really nice, and I really want to see like a description to his abilities and stuff like that. I want to see how the story will go on because I think we still have unfinished business on the Xianzhou Law Fu. So I'm kind of interested to see what we can expect. I heard already that like our trailblaze power, which is the resin in this game, right? It changed. So I think it was increased, right? And also like how it looks changed. I don't know if there are two different types of trailblaze power now, or they just change, but we will see that in the program. So yeah, I hope you're interested. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video, and I would say we will start right away. Let's go. Because it's like kind of long. This program is brought to you by the Interastral Peace Corporation. Okay.
It's fortunate I could make it. My divination results predicted you making a fool of yourself.
Yeah.
The show is about to start. Make sure you remember these words. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Xianzhou's reputation now, would you?
No, Master Diviner.
After me. Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant Leap.
Epical Spectrum.
Apical Spectrum.
What are they
Orm
doing?
Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
Orm Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
The Swarm Disaster.
The Swarm Disaster.
Audience.
Audience.
Not bad. Make sure you recite them a few more times.
Okay. Vocabulary.
Master Diviner,
What is it now?
how do you say this one?
High Cloud Quintet.
Oh. High Cloud Quintet. What?
We honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs
Oh,
and send them out to sail between the stars,
that's sad.
to shine brightly among them.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate.
That reminded me of like Yukong's companion
I
mission.
must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for
Oh,
now.
Xuan. Let's go. They always have like super
All
fancy
things
music.
will
Oh.
have their loss.
You know that I'm a descendant of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. You
Yeah.
witnessed my secret strength, as
He's so
March would
hot.
call it.
And his voice.
As you can see, we added a few things to
Huh?
the simulated universe. Stephen
Oh.
Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement.
Oh, I like that.
We call it Simulated Universe. The Swarm Disaster.
Oh, so there's a new mode. Hi, Luca. Ah, the new character. Okay, that was cute and nice. So this is more about simulated universe as well. Okay, redemption code, it's not valid anymore, I think, so we will skip that.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and you know
I
the
love the
rest.
picture with
Welcome to the
Danhang and
version
Fuxuan.
1.3 Celestial Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program. As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all the latest intel on the upcoming version. Today, our three special guests are...
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Wiedenheft and I voice Fuxuan.
What's up, guys? I'm Angelica Napanani, and I voice Sushang.
Hey Trailblazers, I'm Nicholas Liang, and I voice Dan Heng.
Welcome, welcome, And welcome again.
Hmm?
I gotta say, that trailer was loaded with details on the new version.
It was pretty short, actually.
Anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates, but
Hmm,
that last
me
segment
too.
caught my eye too. The swarm disaster? Was that it? It looked pretty intense.
I know.
True.
Did Herta upgrade the simulated universe again?
I guess
My
she did. It
trailblazer
looks like it.
senses are tingling.
The simulated universe will be getting some significant updates in version 1.3, but that's for later in the program. First, let's take a look at the new characters joining the war.
Let's go,
First
new
on the
characters.
list, and finally revealing his true power, we have
Imbibitor Lunae.
Imbibitor Lunae.
Hmm? He's just a different level of beauty. I'm so excited. Let's see what he can do, what his skills are. I mean, we saw a little bit
Whoa, okay.
of him.
So March wasn't bluffing.
Hmm?
Dan Heng does have secret strength. But why would he suddenly reveal it after hiding it for so long?
Let's not forget he did get impaled.
True, true. Also, we do get a lot of destruction characters right now because Blade was a destruction character, Imbibitor Lunae is now a destruction character, and also Jingliu, which is coming in 1.4, is also an ice destruction character. So we are getting a lot of destruction characters, and I like all of them, to be honest. So it's like really hard to choose which one to get because I really like all of them.
Yeah, I think if he'd kept it under wraps any longer, he might have had trouble staying alive.
Mm.
Desperate times, desperate measures.
Okay, makes sense, but why the secrecy up till then?
Well, to answer that question, we gotta talk about Dan Heng's previous incarnation, Dan Feng, a
Mm.
member of the High Cloud Quintet.
That's
Oh.
right. I'm sure Trailblazers will have noticed that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Heng as Imbibitor Lunae.
True.
But Imbibitor Lunae is actually a title handed down as part of the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder Succession.
Mm.
The person they're referring to here isn't Dan Heng, but Dan Feng. Dan
Okay.
Feng was once the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder.
We know
He
that.
achieved great deeds for the Xianzhou in wartime, but ultimately committed an unforgivable sin.
Mm.
Wait, but if Dan Heng's still alive, then Dan Feng's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
I think someone pulled a few strings.
Mm.
Only one guy in the Law of Food risked the Xianzhou's reputation like that. Jing Yuan.
Is that what a little
Mm.
bird told you, Albert?
Mhm.
I never knew owls were so gossipy.
No. Jing Yuan's not to blame this time. The head of the Xianzhou Vidyadhara, the High Elder, possesses the power to transform into a dragon. The
Mm.
method of entrusting this power to the next head is a closely guarded secret, and the
Oh.
responsibility of each High Elder. We don't know the full story, but Dan Feng misused this method and sparked a terrible calamity. As a result, the Vidyadhara grew to
Oh.
hate Dan Feng, but executing him would have brought an end to the High Elder succession.
Mm.
They decided to use an exuviation charm, forcing him to reincarnate. Which is why Dan Heng is alive and well today.
Mm.
The world of the Vidyadhara is complicated.
True,
But
true,
why
true.
would Dan Feng cause so much trouble? I suspect there are a few more secrets waiting for us down the line.
Ah, the allure of the unknown.
Mhm.
But fear not, Trailblazers.
There was already a little bit of
delicious secrets
story
awaits you.
while we
Now,
were going
let's
through
take a look at
the
how secret strength Dan Heng handles himself on the battlefield.
map where like the dragon, the root of the tree was, right?
As an imaginary type character following the path of destruction, Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunae's specialty is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities.
Mm.
Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic attack, Beneficent Lotus, up to 3 times in succession. Depending
Mm.
on the number of enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap,
But
respectively.
it consumes skill
Hits per
points,
action
of
and damage
course.
dealt increase with each enhancement. Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
Mm.
In Imbibitor Lunae's talent, Righteous Heart amplifies the damage he deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is gonna be pretty important for Imbibitor
Yeah,
Lunae's allies.
yeah.
Hold that thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, while also
Nice.
receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta. Squama Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill point consumption.
Oh.
Man, Secret Strength Dan Heng is kind of a one-man band.
But that's not all. Imbibitor Lunae's technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadragon, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lunae to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he comes into contact with.
Nice.
Entering battle in this way allows Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
Mm.
Hello. Such
He
is
has
the
some he has some super nice features. I know I say this a lot about the characters, but like skill management or skill point management will be very important, and it's like kind of useful that he can at least, save some skill points in some way, because if he would always consume that much skill points, it would be a little bit too hard to like structure around him, you know? But you need like characters that don't use that much skill points as him. Like he's a skill point machine.
frightful power of the High Elder.
Mm?
Now that we've introduced Secret Strength Dan Heng, let's move on to an old friend of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Yay. I love her as well. We already know that she's a quantum preservation character, so is Shielder. Unfortunately, I don't have Silver Wolf. I would do a mono quantum team if I had Silver Wolf.
Her first encounter with
ultimate
the
looks nice.
Trailblazers was pretty impressive.
From high above, amid a hail of bullets, came the words.
Your every move has been foreseen.
By the Omnisia.
Okay, you gotta admit, her bullet deflection game is on point.
That was a crazy scene.
I wonder, how'd she fare against a Star Knot, though?
Oh, yeah, I can't see her swatting one of those out of the sky.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that. Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the earth and water trigrams. What do we have to fear? Let us counter this menace directly with the might of the Xianzhou.
Oh, Sisheng translation. Hexagram says let's do this.
I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as a translator.
Yes.
The omnisia on Fu Xuan's forehead is a mysterious instrument that allows her to calculate her every move in advance.
Okay.
However, the immortal bodies of the Xianzhou natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the omnisia may grant her incredible computational abilities, it also causes her pain and exhaustion.
Oh.
Well, with great power,
Mm.
you know the
Comes
rest.
great sacrifice.
That explains Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea, then, huh?
Mm?
I heard she drinks like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
no.
Hey, that sounds like gossip to me. What if Immortal's Delight is just heckin' delicious?
I suspect it is, though I'm sure the sugar helps.
Mm?
Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting gig.
Mm, true.
Alright, Anjali's right. No more bubble tea gossip.
Mm?
By way of apology, how about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's Delight after the show?
Yes! Now we're talking.
Let's talk about Bubble 2 there. It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner showcases her abilities on the battlefield.
I have only
Xuan is a
once
quantum
like
type
tried
character
Bubble
following
Tea.
the path of preservation. But where other path of preservation characters
really
mainly
good.
use shields for defense, Xuan takes a different road.
Okay.
Precisely. After using her skill, Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This allows Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies. When the Matrix of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Xuan's talent offers a variety of effects.
Okay.
Firstly, Xuan can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team.
Okay.
Secondly, when Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage, she recovers a set percentage of HP.
POV, you're
Nice.
Fuxuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
That's not all. Xuan's ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Xuan's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration. During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way. Her
Okay, no
technique
ambushing
also activates
anymore.
the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
That's our Master Diviner. Reliable
I
and
like
determined.
that, and I
No
like
wonder
her
she got her sights set on the
animations. They are
general ship.
so
Her
impressive. I
style's
love
very
them.
different to Genuine's, but being a defensive backbone for her team is equally respectable.
Jingyuan is
And you
a
won't find her
erudition
gardening or playing
character,
chess
right?
on the job either.
I didn't say it.
We're moving swiftly on to our final character. It's time we introduced a young girl from Bellaba.
Yay,
Lynx
new force character.
Landau.
Lynx.
Let's go.
She's so small and she's alone outside exploring. What the hell? Is that was her ultimate,
Surname
right?
ring a bell? You got it. She's the
Quantum
younger sister of
abundance
Serval and
character.
Japard Landau.
You know, is it just me, or should everyone in the overworld be taking tips from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the eternal freeze.
True.
Like, are the majority of Belabagians frost-resistant or something?
I think those geomarrow heaters keep the temperature relatively comfortable within the confines of the city.
Oh, so Lynx's winter gear is for venturing outside the city, right?
True,
You
she's
got it.
an
Lynx
explorer,
has
right?
always been drawn to the horizon. The centuries-old records of Yarilo 6's vibrant past. The beautiful auroras described by her teachers. The heroic tales of the Landau family. All of it pertains to the world beyond the city walls, where the Belabagians call the snow plains. Compared with her sister's enthusiasm and her brother's seriousness, Lynx is somewhat introverted and comfortable with solitude. She often
That's
ventures
why
out
she's
alone
alone in
into
the
the
snow.
perilous snow plains, which has allowed her to hone her wilderness survival skills.
She's gonna be the world's smallest survival expert.
True.
Now, she may be small, but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this Snow Plains explorer really is.
Let's go.
Yeah, Lynx is a quantum-type character following the path of abundance who provides a variety of healing for her team. Her skill can restore HP to a single ally and grant them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their max HP. If an ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction or preservation, the likelihood
love
of them
that
being
she's, like,
targeted by
opening,
enemy
like, the
attacks
fish can.
increases.
Increased enemy aggression? Guess they're not fans of whatever's in that tin. Can't say that I blame them.
My, that looks like fermented herring. Who's my favorite? You guys want to try some?
No, I'm good.
No. Can you forget about the contents of the tin? I mean, this is a useful ability.
I'll say this. Directing enemy aggression towards characters who can take a hit is kinda genius.
Does she have any edible tricks up her sleeve?
This one looks safe for consumption. Lynx's ultimate restores health too and dispels one debuff from each ally.
Okay, nice. We love debuffing.
I know.
Mm.
Talk about a hard pill to swallow, huh?
Yeah.
She has like some sunflower theme as well, right?
See, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Mm.
Sometimes big things come in small packages. You know, I forgot to mention Lynx's talent. It can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number of turns. This
Okay.
effect will further restore a set amount of HP to characters with survival response.
Mm.
Similarly, her technique can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set number of turns, but to the entire team.
Okay, that's
Talk
nice.
about being a reliable healer.
True, true, true.
That's our little Snow Plains Explorer.
Especially for
We
the
can all
mono
breathe a
quantum
little
teams.
easier with her
Really
on the
nice
team.
that we have like a healer
Well,
now.
that concludes our new character introductions. Next up,
All of them
let's
are
take
very
a look at
cool.
the brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp
Oh.
in version 1.3. To get us started, how about a path of destruction light cone, brighter
Ooh.
than the sun?
Are these chains?
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is, we should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
Hey, come on. He's looking pretty good for a man suspended in chains.
True.
You know what I mean? Yeah?
But, fair point. Now, on to a path of preservation light cone.
Wow.
Poor girl. Everything changed in an instant.
Thrown suddenly into an endless reliance on bubble tea.
She already
speaking
shut
of
her
bubble tea,
eye.
Albert, any chance we can fast track that offer?
You want to just follow
No. Now, during the first phase of version 1.3 in the character warp, Epical Spectrum, Trailblazers
Okay.
can obtain the limited 5-star character Don Hung
Oh
and
God,
Imbibitor
March.
Lunae. And in the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, brighter than the sun, will be boosted. During the second phase of version 1.3 in the character warp, foreseen,
Okay,
foreknown,
Pela and
foretold,
also Lynx.
Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Xuan, not to mention the 4-star character Lynx, who will also be joining the warp.
Yes.
During the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone she already shut her eyes will be boosted. And that's all she wrote on light cones and warps. But don't leave just yet now. More exciting updates are right around the corner.
Let's go. Okay, we're skipping that.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Let's pick up where we left off.
Mm.
In the preceding story, and thanks to the collaborative efforts of Jingyuan and Don Hung, Fantilia was banished and the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved. And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Rightly so. Helping people get back to their old lives is a big part of rebuilding.
And more often than not, responding to a disaster is trickier than preventing one.
True.
In version 1.3, the Trailblaze mission obsequies performed, a long road ahead, will reveal a glimpse of the Xianzhou's recovery efforts.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
also be seeing the likes of 4 new companion missions.
4.
The Dragon Returns Home, Total Recall, Farther Than the Snow Plains, and Mohashle.
In The Dragon Returns
Okay.
Home, we find Don Hung in the turbulent wake of the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. He must face up to his past life and meet with the current Vidyadhara High Elder, Lady Bai Lu.
Meanwhile, in Total Recall, March 7th makes a big decision. Having witnessed the wonders of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, she decides to ask Fu Xuan for the Matrix's help in rediscovering her past.
Farther
Oh,
Than the
that's
Snow Plains
interesting.
focuses on the youngest member of the Landau family. Lynx returns from an expedition with something troubling her, and her
Okay.
siblings, Serval and Japard, are at a loss to help. They decide to seek the assistance of none other than the Trailblazer.
And last but not least, Mohashle. Wildfire member and Fight Club reigning champion Luca has returned to Boulder Town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a special
Oh.
bout of training.
To be
Ooh,
honest-
nice cinematic read there.
To be honest, he's the most uninteresting character, like from out of all characters to me. I don't know anything about him or when he does or anything like that. I don't have him in the game, and I'm not really interested in him,
Albert, I'm getting goosebumps.
but it's
Oh,
just
those
my
names are so
opinion.
intriguing. I feel like these missions will answer a lot of
Mm.
questions. Like, why is Bailu the current Vidyadhara High Elder? And is March 7th truly as many people suspect?
This is hardly the domain of unverified rumors.
True.
Ours is a
We are
serious
back at
program.
gossiping.
Serious? More like bubble tea gossip central.
Oh,
True,
speaking
true,
of
true.
bubble tea,
Huh?
fine, I'll wait.
Mm?
In our next segment, we'll be talking version 1.3
Oh.
events. Exalting Sanctum's Auramali was
Wait, we
once
get
a
a free
hub of commerce and
Xuan?
crowds,
I
but
already use
has gradually fallen into
Xuan.
obscurity over the last millennium. The blink of an eye for a long-life species.
Mm.
And now, as the IPC's corporate interference encroaches upon the Laofu, the people sense danger and are striving to breathe new life into old trades. In the Orem Alley's Hustle and Bustle event, trailblazers are thrown right into the action with an opportunity to influence the alley's ultimate fate.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
What shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Aurum Alley district. By arranging cargo shipments and planning logistics routes, trailblazers can accumulate funds.
Oh, so
These
we
funds
really
can
do a
be
lot
used
of
to progressively
rebuilding.
revamp the urban landscape of Aurum Alley, helping it return to its former glory.
By achieving goals in this limited time event, players can earn self-modeling resin, tracks of destiny, stellar jade, and 4-star character Xuan.
Nice.
Following this
That's
limited
super
time
nice.
event,
I think Sushang is a
Auramali
really
will remain in
good
the
like
game
4-star
as a
character.
permanent mode.
I really
This
like
mode
her.
includes rewards such as the Auramali themed phone wallpaper, Ingenium Dreams.
What?
Oh.
That's something we haven't seen before?
That's right. Phone wallpapers are a new feature being added to version 1.3.
Nice. I love
Trailblazers
that.
can browse and replace their wallpapers
Let's
using
go.
the in-game mobile menu.
Nice.
That is so cool.
pretty.
Isn't it? All right, folks. It's time to talk about a big update
Let's
to the
go.
simulated universe.
Ah, finally! I thought for a moment you might have accidentally left it out.
The cheek! How could I, your humble living servant, make you wait?
Mm.
I mean, we're still waiting on those bubble teas, so
Mm.
I'm just saying.
He is all about the bubble
The
tea now.
update is the collaborative effort of 4 genius minds.
Mm.
They call it Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster. They completed a broad spectrum of structural renovations purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The
Oh,
swarm disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do with
I actually like
what
her
is
though.
that
I know
eon's
she,
name again?
meta while she's not a
Hazy
good
something?
character,
Taser
but I really
the
like
eon
her.
of propagation.
that's the one.
Interesting. What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you. From the
Okay.
story so far, we've heard that the propagation once caused a major swarm, which spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it. This event involved more eons than any other recorded event in history, which of course makes it an excellent research subject.
Okay.
So that's how it is.
In order to delve into this complicated history, Herta and her team have developed various new methods of exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster, the stage maps will appear in a format similar to a chessboard.
Okay.
Trailblazers will need to navigate through randomly generated domains and tackle a variety of challenges before making it to the deepest parts of the simulation.
I'm
Okay.
assuming these geniuses had more in mind than simply maneuvering around a grid.
Right you are. In order to simulate the experiences of different pathstriders and resonate with the eons, a brilliant mind named Steven developed the audience die and communing device.
Oh, audience die? Oh, come on, Albert. That's not a nice thing to say to the audience.
Die as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts
Wait,
upon
what?
pathstriders. Before
Wait, isn't
progressing
this
each
like-
turn,
I don't
use the
know, like
communing
some
device to
board
roll the
game?
audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn. These special
Oh,
effects might
cheat.
provide our team with powerful buffs, or alter the chessboard in some way, or even create further variables for subsequent actions. The chessboard and grids are superficial. The true intent of the geniuses is to delve into the mysteries of the eons. Each exploration will encompass 3
Oh, wow.
planes corresponding to Imperator and Sectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise. Trailblazers will encounter simulated historical events during these phases,
Oh.
and different responses will lead to different outcomes.
But do these simulations really recreate the truth?
The official response is that due to the many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data helps us infer the most probable truth.
And the unofficial response?
Madam Herta said, and I quote, "You can't prove that the past wasn't like this, can you?"
How exceptional. Undeniably a genius.
Oh, we are back here.
Madam Herta has also developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between trailblazers and their paths. As a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy, leading
Oh,
you
nice.
closer to the eons.
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance to interact directly with the corresponding eon. Thereby,
Does someone
uncovering their
read the
part
text in the
the
simulated
swarm
universe?
disaster.
Because I don't anymore.
Okay, so we've been hearing those words
think
a
I
lot,
read
but
it, like,
none
the
of this
first
feels
time, and that's
swarmish
it.
or disastery enough to me.
Say no more. In the final domain of the third plane of each exploration, trailblazers will encounter a brand new enemy. The swarm True Sting. True Stings have the ability to divide and create more swarms. If not dealt with promptly, the entire battlefield will eventually be overrun by the swarm.
Okay.
Sufficiently swarmy? Suitably disastery?
Yeah, okay, that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Finally, upon clearing simulated universe, the swarm disaster, the brand new path of propagation will be unlocked within the simulated universe.
Oh, okay.
Ay, what a roller coaster. That's a big update, all right.
And big updates need big rewards.
Yeah.
Take note. Aside from Stellar Jade and numerous other materials, the Swarm Disaster rewards include 2 self-modeling resins.
Nice.
Those things are rarer than rare. Are there really 2 up for grabs?
You better believe it. And I highly encourage Trailblazers to give it a go. Next
Okay,
up
I'm kind
is
of
the
interested
Space
in the
Station
new
Task
simulated
Force event.
universe.
Revitalizing the space station is no small undertaking. If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special permissions. Watson has lined up all the assignments that require attention. Over to you, Trailblazers. During the event, by assembling a team that meets the requirements of specific assignments, you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar Jade and character experience materials.
Okay,
And
nice.
as the message makes clear, there will be requests and assignments every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all.
Version 1.3 will also see the return of the Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events.
Okay,
During
nice.
the respective events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and calyxes can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Time to get more
At the
character
same
XP
time,
materials.
Version 1.3 will unlock 2 new stagnant shadow stages, Shape of Puppetry and Shape of Abomination. The former will drop Suppressing Edict, Ascension material required for Don Hung and Imbibitor Lunae. The latter will drop Nail of the Ape, Ascension material
God, I
required
hate the
for
monkey.
Xuan.
Whoa, all that too?
Oh, and I'm not done with you yet. Version 1.3 system updates are just as momentous. First off, after the version 1.3 update, the Trailblaze power cap will be raised from 180 to 240.
Thank God, they should do this in
Exactly
Genshin.
the amount that regenerates in a day. Once Trailblaze power maxes out, a percentage of the surplus is converted into reserved Trailblaze power.
So in other words, if you forget to log on, you won't have wasted much Trailblaze power.
And here's something else. The
Oh,
1.3
okay.
update will also bring changes to the friends and chat systems, which include
I
being
have never
able
chatted
to
with
sort your
anyone.
friends. And Trailblazers not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable them in settings.
Okay.
Icing on the cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Oh, at
Nice.
last, bring on the pom-pom and March 7th emojis.
Yeah.
Nice. Fingers crossed for some authentic boomer material.
And of course, we have the crowd favorite, Gift of Odyssey chicken rewards.
Logging in
Okay,
for 7
nice.
days gets you 10 warps. It might just be your lucky break.
Nicholas, I admire your confidence.
Mm.
Last but not least, Honkai Star Rail will also be a part of this year's Gamescom.
Oh, nice.
What surprising updates await us? Watch this Space Trailblazers.
Sorry, but I love their outfits. The Trailblazer should always wear a dress. She looks amazing. They look so cool. Jingyuan is just wearing his normal outfit.
Yeah.
So cool.
Nice.
Let's roll out today's final redemption code. All good things must come to an end.
Yeah,
almost
it's
today's
already
special
the end
program.
of the show.
We've covered quite a bit about the 1.3 update. Any thoughts or feelings from our guests? What are you most looking forward to?
Man, so much to choose
Everything.
from. But
So
for
much.
me, it's gotta be the characters.
Mm.
Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunae, Xuan, and Lynx are all special in their own way.
True,
I
true.
just hope I get lucky with the warps.
Mm,
And as for me, I'm super excited about the simulated universe update. The
same.
new gameplay and story aspects sound brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, since you guys covered the obvious, I'll go for something a little different. I feel like this version's quality of life enhancements are really good.
Mm.
I love the Trailblaze power cap increase
Yeah.
and the new reserve Trailblaze power feature.
Yeah.
They may sound minor, but I think they'll make a big difference to the
True,
experience.
true, true, true.
Oh, totally. And
I
I'm
think that's a
sure the
great,
gaming
experience will
update.
update.
Keep improving as the updates
I'm also
keep
very
rolling.
interested in
Well,
in the
That's
companion
it for
missions.
the Honkai Star Rail version 1.3 special
I
program.
kicked my mic.
As always, thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in. And may our paths cross again soon.
Bye, guys.
Catch you later.
See you next time.
Bubble tea, bubble tea, bubble tea.
Fun.
Yeah.
Time for bubble tea. Okay, but that's it. I think this will be a very nice patch with the new simulated universe. We have 4 companion quests to go through. I think like Imbibitor Lunae's and also March 7th are very interesting. Like March asking Fu Xuan to use the Matrix to get like insight about her past. That would be really interesting. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. March is not my favorite character in this game. I think she's very annoying, but I'm very interested in her background story because it's very mysterious and we do know like nothing about her and her past story. Also, Imbibitor Lunae's story, I really want to dive like more into it and get a little bit more background about what happened and what Danfang did actually do. We are going to make this short. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the new update. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. But that's it for this video reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.